Good morning, my wrestling heroes. After doing that action figure setup yesterday, really got me wondering, right? We all have our own thoughts and ideas as to which brand is better, but which brand has the better champions? Is it Raw or is it SmackDown? I think for the main title, I know Brock Lesnar is holding that Universal title, and that technically is the main title of Raw, but we'll talk more about it towards the end. I mean, after all, it is the main title. Jeff Hardy right here, he is carrying this belt well. He hasn't had all that great of matches with it, and really nothing has stood out with this title as of yet, as far as title defense. But still, seeing him with one of the main titles, well, actually, it's considered a mid-card title. I think he's doing good with it. I was kind of really hoping that he had won that Money in the Bank qualification match. It would have been awesome to see him carry the briefcase as well as that title. Now, Rollins right here. Rollins, wow, I can't say enough good things about Seth Rollins as of late. He has been one of the best, if not the best, not just on the brand, not just on the overall Raw brand, but on the overall WWE roster. He's been killing it. There's just so many matches that have stood out as of late. I mean, that Backlash match, really that was the only good match from that last pay-per-view. That Gauntlet match, I can just keep going on and on about Rollins, and he's kind of made this title, the IC title, the title. And I know I said that Universal title is the main title, but his regular not just in performance, but his title defense, he's been very impressive as of late. So I'm going to have to chalk this one up to Rollins. Again, it's mainly because of Jeff Hardy not having enough title defense, or at least decent matches with that title. I'm sure it'll happen. I mean, after all, it is early in the stage. Right here, the Bludgeon Brothers, the SmackDown Tag Team Champions, and we have the Woken Warriors, right? We have Matt Hardy and Bray Wyatt. Now, the Woken Warriors, this kind of was they had so many feuds, they didn't know what to do with them, so they just you know what? How about we slap this together? How about we just combine them and make them a team and throw the titles on them? I feel like this was kind of put together last minute type deal, but I don't know. I mean, don't get me wrong. I love what they're doing. I think the gimmick, the Woken Warrior gimmick, is awesome, but when you ask me who really deserved the titles for quite some time, it's definitely the Bludgeon Brothers. They didn't do anything prior to them being repackaged. They really weren't doing anything with them. So now that they finally, brought them up to as the top team in SmackDown, really enjoying their run, they've basically been dominating everybody. As of late, they've definitely been dominating just about all the teams, whether it's the Usos, the New Day, you name it, they are wrecking through the entire roster. I'm going to have to give this to the Bludgeon Brothers. Woken Warriors, you guys got a little bit to prove. Again, it's still early on in the team's history, but we'll see. We'll see what happens. Now, right here, the women's, I have to say that for Carmella, it's really kind of just been, it's been bad. It's been really bad. And maybe the reason why I'm saying this is because that Backlash match, it just was terrible. All right, so Charlotte, she defeated the Streak, right? She defeated Asuka's Streak. So that's kind of a big accomplishment, in the overall brand, not just on the main roster, but NXT. For women's history, beating the Asuka Streak was definitely a big accomplishment. So for Carmella to go in at Backlash and just beating her clean and just kind of a terrible ending overall, it's kind of hard to take her serious because one of the things that really bothers me about her is that screaming that she does. It's excessive. She does it way too much. Nia Jax, I'm going to have to chalk this one up to Nia. And the reason why I'm going to give this to Nia is mainly because of the fact that she's kind of deserved this. I mean, what is that? Alexa Bliss, she's held the title for a good while. I feel like this is finally her time. So seeing her just dominate this division, really happy for her. Now, this kind of brings me to my next conclusion, and I think this is a safe assumption. Brock Lesnar, right? And I think we've done this once in the past. We've done this similar video in the past, and I can't help but to feel that when we did that well over a year ago, this was the exact same scenario, right? Brock Lesnar, he's not doing anything. He's not a defending champion. I think all in all, he's had a total of 10 title defenses in his almost CM Punk breaking record here pretty soon. It's going to creep up. He's going to do it. He's technically not supposed to compete until word of mouth. It's going to be another couple of months. So we're not going to even see him for the next couple of pay. I really hope we do, at least by the time of the filming of the video. There's been no word, nothing about what's going to happen for his next match. But and I get it. Here's the thing. I get the whole thing with Brock Lesnar. He's supposed to be a main attraction. It's supposed to be like a very special thing. But the thing is, though, I mean, if you really, really think about it, like he's only really had two good matches with that title. I mean, when you say Brock Lesnar match, in the beginning, it was like, oh, the cool, can't wait. As of late, it definitely hasn't been feeling like that. Now, AJ Styles, he's been a great champion. The whole thing with him and Shinsuke Nakamura. Here's the thing. All right, it's been bad overall. It's been bad. Like the endings, like the last match, the last two matches, they've definitely stepped up their game. But thing is like with AJ Styles, man, like he has carried this title in so many good ways. There's so many good things to say about AJ, more for Brock. Definitely more good things to say about the WWE title than the Universal title. So I think all in all, let's count it, right? Because we got one for the US title. No, hold on. One for Rollins, so that's one Raw. One for SmackDown, so that's tie. For the women's, one for Raw. And then for the main title, it's a tie. I don't know. It's definitely a tough call. Drop it in the comments section, though. You guys would definitely love to hear your thoughts as to what you think. Who won the overall, like, who is the better champions for both brands or, for the overall brands. Until next time, everybody.